So, Parashat Vayeshev. We have Yaakov sends Yosef. Yaakov sends Yosef and says, go take care of your brothers, bring him food, see what's doing with them. So what does Pasuk says? Vayishlachehu me'emek Chevron vayavo Shechema. Go to Shechem. That's where they're supposed to be grazing the sheep. Go to Shechem. Right? So he comes to Shechem. Before I move on, Rashi says here, he came to Shechem, Yosef comes to Shechem, Makom Mukhan Lepur'anot. Shechem is a Makom Mukhan Lepur'anot. Shechem is an area that tragedies happen to Am Yisrael. Sham Kirkilu HaShevatim, in Shechem the Shevatim messed up and sold Yosef. Sham Inu et Adina, unfortunately Dina was violated in Shechem. Sham Nechleka Malchut Bet David, one of the most tragic stories that you read in Tanakh. It's unbelievable, right? Shlomo Melech's son, what's his name? Rechavam. Rechavam is a new king, so he says, let's go to Shechem. V'nitchadesh sham hamelucha. The reason they went, the reason people gathered was what? To show allegiance to Rechavam. That was the intention of the gathering. They are going to show allegiance to Rechavam. But one thing leads to another. There's an argument. That's it. The Malchut is divided. The country becomes two. The country Israel splits. They have a civil discourse, and that's it. Discord, I should say. It's unbelievable. They went there. They went there to show that was the whole. I mean, like, if it wouldn't go, it wouldn't happen. So anyway, so Shechem is a place of tragedy. Now I've had this question for many years, right? Beautiful. The only problem is that you read the next pasuk. It says Yosef came to Shechem. He couldn't find the brothers. He asked somebody, look, my brothers, I can't find them. He said, they're in Dotan. Chazal say it was Malach Gavriel who told him. But they moved, they went from here, they went to Dotan. So he goes to Dotan and finds them, and that's where they sell him. So it didn't happen in Shechem. What Chazal saying it happened in Shechem? To Mufresh pasuk, it's like they're making drasha on this pasuk. They forgot the next pasuk. So I've had this question for many years. Very recently, I saw that Rashi in Gemara Sanhedrin asks the question. He has two answers. The answer I'm giving, the answer I have worked on, goes with Rashi's second answer. Right? So we'll go with that. So this story, I read this is not necessarily a Jewish story, but it's a very interesting story nonetheless. Right? This this guy had written to a newspaper about this story. So he goes, he was in the airport to take an early morning flight. So he goes to his gate, and they say the flight has 40 minutes delay. Okay, so it has 40 minutes to burn. Right? So it's early morning. He goes to one of the bake shops in the airport, Cinnabon or whatever they are. He says, our chocolate chip cookies are just coming off the oven. Okay, so give me a quarter pound, half a pound. So he gets his bag of cookies, goes, sits down by the gate, right? Takes his newspaper out to read, till they start boarding. So about a minute later, a woman comes and sits next to him. Right? She also sits. Okay. So he's reading, sticks his hand into his bag of cookies, take a cookie out, and starts eating. So she sticks her hand into the bag and takes the cookie out also. What is this? What is she taking my cookie? Right. Okay, good. It's the cookie. What am I going to do? I'm going to make a big deal about it. All right, fine. So continues reading. Sticks his hand in, takes another cookie. She sticks her hand back in, takes another cookie. He's like, I don't know what to do. Some people, the nerve on them. The nerve on them is like, okay, he's not going to say anything. What is he going to do? I mean, it's a cookie at the end of the day. So, he sticks his hand in for the third cookie. She sticks her hand in, takes the third cookie. I mean, he's exploding already. He's like, what? But at the end of the day, it's in the middle of an airport. It's a busy place. So I'm going to make a big deal. So, he doesn't say anything. Continues reading his newspaper. She sticks her hand in again. Takes out the last cookie. She. Right. She sticks her hand in. She sticks her hand in. Takes that. This is the last cookie. She looks in the bag. She says there are no more cookies. She cracks the cookie in half. Gives him half and takes half for herself. And he's like, even the last cookie, she couldn't leave me to have the last cookie in peace. She needed half of it. He's angry. And the whole time he's thinking to himself, what the nerve on people. And he has every curse in his mind. He's already thrown her way. But, he's a respectful person. He's not going to make a big deal in public. So, a few minutes later, she gets up and goes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes after that, they call his flight. So he gets up to go, he picks up his coat, and he sees his bag of cookies are right there. Full, untouched. Never touched his bag of cookies.
It was her bag.
That whole time was her bag. Now, see, the reason this story has such an impact on us, you know why that is? Why this story is it shakes us so? Because every single one of us could imagine ourselves being in his place. Every single one of us know in our heart of hearts that this is a mistake that could have happened to me. At the end of the day, he didn't mean to hide his own bags. It just happened. And it happened to you that she got exact same cookies. That's also very likely because that's the cookies that was just warm at that time, hot. And such a mistake could have happened. And we would have been angry at the other person too. And we sort of realize is what we call in Lashon HaKodesh is honest. What could he have done? What right? Gemara says. What could he have done? Poor guy, he was victim of circumstances. He was done like Av Chova, obviously, but victim of circumstances. But the thing is that whereas he was so, you'll excuse me, damning and ready to accuse her, she was really generous of spirit. Even her last cookie, right? Put yourself in her shoes. She should have been just as angry as him, because in reality he was taking her cookie. So even the last cookie, she was willing to be generous. So where does it come from?
What comes?
This difference of attitude.
Him and her?
That's right. Where does it come from? What? Where does it come from? Right? So, listen to this. Listen to this. It says, Vayomer, he tells the person, which is Malach Gabriel, Et achay ani mevakesh, I'm looking for my brothers. Hagidan ali Ephraim, do you know where they went to graze the sheep? Vayomer ha'ish nas'u mizeh, they moved from this. He should have said nas'u mi po. They moved from here. So they moved from this. Says Rashi, nas'u mizeh, hisiu asman min ha'achva. they remove themselves from brotherhood of you. You're saying, I'm looking for my brothers. Be warned. They are not acting like brothers to you anymore.
The message.
That's right. Listen to this. Nelcha Dotaina, they went to Dotan, right? Levakesh lecha nichlei datot sheimitucha bahem. They were going to judge you. They were going to find correct response for your crimes. Let's continue. Right? Vayiru oto mirachok, as he goes near Dotan, Vayiru oto mirachok, they see him from far. Ubeterem yikra aleim, before he is close, vayitnakelu oto lahamito. They already made up their mind that they're going to kill him. Says Siforno, the way he was walking, Siforno says, the way he was walking to them, he said, oh look, he's walking so sly. He's here for another, right, to find another problem. Go to tell our father to disinherit us. The way he's walking is already, you see the way he's walking. Now, poor Yosef is bringing them food. All he is trying to do is to take care of them. But what they see, even in their supporters, even the way he was walking, they found the reason. Oh, it's clear. I mean, already you look at the way he was walking. It's
obvious.
Right. Why is that? Because they made up their mind in Hebron. In Shechem, I'm sorry. Chazal are telling us the secret. The tragedy didn't happen in Dotan. In Dotan, it was a foregone conclusion. It's done. It's finished. There is nothing that could have changed in Dotan. Once they moved from Shechem, the decision was made, even though they didn't know the decision was made. But the decision was made. Because they had decided, he's out to get me. Now, no matter what he does, he brings you food. Oh, well, why is he bringing food? Believe me, there is some sinister plot and move. یک کاسه زیر نیم کاسه هست. سلام ترک بی تمن نیست. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they do. Once you're looking for trouble, it reminds me of the story of Moshe Rabbeinu. It says Moshe Rabbeinu, he came late, right? He came home in the morning, so he ate breakfast at home. He comes out to go to Ohel Moed, to the city hall, if you will, to do business of people. He came home late, and they would say, why is he staying at home? He's already planning on us. There's a sinister, Emruz Montazer Moshe, be wait for it today. Today you're going to hear new thing from Moshe, new trouble, new this. He's going to make life hard on us, no taxes, no whatever. Moshe would come out a little bit early to the, he's out of the house so fast. You know why it is? Because at home they're only fighting. He can't wait to get out of that. So, it doesn't matter what you do. Once you have a problem with somebody, it doesn't matter what they do. Everything they do is translated according to the vision, the glasses you put on already. The glasses you put on already. This bad joke they say about this person came into the house and said, why is everything is so dusty? Told his wife, nothing is clean. The chair is dusty. The wall is dusty. The table is well, you haven't been doing anything today? So he says, no, everything is fine. Your glasses is dusty. You see everything dusty. It's only your glasses. Nothing else is dusty in the house. Right? So it's a bad joke, but it's a reality. We look at the world with the glasses we chose to put on. So they chose, right? Hisiu asman min achva. They chose, you know what? Yosef is no brother to us. He's only after messing us up. He's only after getting us. So they think they're going to have a fair trial for him. It wasn't fair. The decision is made already. The moment in our story the person decided, she's taking my cookies, there's nothing else to decide. What is there? It's if we have the strength of character to say, you know what, maybe it's not as I see it. Maybe let me see if there is another way to look at this situation. It's unbelievable. Chazal say halacha is like Bet Hillel, because Bet Hillel had humility. So what does humility make you? Halacha be like you. And they always try to understand Bet Shammai's position first, before proving their own position. They had to be convinced that I hear you well, and then let me put it against my own position and decide. That's why halacha was, because at the end of the day, they make the correct decision, because they afforded themselves that greatness. It's unbelievable.
And Bet Shammai didn't?
Bet Hillel did it more. That's what Chazal say. Bet Hillel, it's not an easy thing. Try doing it. To see someone else's opinion,
Consider it?
consider it really. No, I tell you, I'm coming more and more to this conclusion. We have totally lost the art of listening. You know that?
What?
We don't, we people talk and we hear their words, but we don't let it register. We don't let, where does it come from? Why does he feel so strongly? What is it that is motivating him? We don't hear it. We don't consider it. It doesn't mean they're right. I'm not saying accept other people's opinions all the time. I'm saying we have to be really big enough inside. We have to have some gadlut inside, like Vayeshev had, to be able at least to hear them in their position. And that's what the Malach told him. Hisiu atzman. And that's why Chazal say, where did the tragedy happen? Not in Dotan where they sold him. Not in Dotan. In Dotan it was a foregone conclusion. Really, you can't blame him for what happened in Dotan. Where could you put the blame? What happened in Shechem? In Shechem, they decided...
They ought to give the Pesach.
That's right. They decided he hates us. So if he hates us, then everything he does is hating. He's bringing food. Says Siporno, the way he was walking, it's clear he's out there to get us. So if he's out there, he's Rodef. No. Ashkem lo orgo. You already see it like that. You already see it like that. Good. Baruch Tiyeh.